What's up, everybody? Back on a YouTube video. Alright guys, I just want to show y'all how I completed these maps I found. I think these are pretty much some Kaizo maps. I think some of them are Kaizo, some of them aren't, but I just found some fun maps. I just wanted to show y'all how I beat. So this one right here is the first one. I think it's called Popcore Discipline. And the map code is at the top if y'all want to try to beat this map. So yeah, y'all, I just wanted to show y'all some maps that I found that I wanted to beat really quick, just to challenge myself, just to see like if I could beat them. So yeah, man, this is actually so far pretty easy. Like, this map wasn't really that hard, honestly. This is actually a pretty easy map, because honestly I was trying to find some Kaizo maps to beat, but I don't really know if this would be considered a Kaizo or not. So I don't really know on some of these maps. But yeah, I just try to find me some maps that I thought was probably gonna be hard to beat, just to try to like challenge myself. So yeah, man, y'all comment down below any more like map codes y'all have for me to try, because I wanted to see if I could beat some of you guys' maps. Just make sure you already know they don't have any wall jumps, because I know my wall jumping skills are terrible. But yeah, for the most part, this is actually a really easy map. I don't really know though if this is considered a Kaizo or not. But yeah, I barely got that chat point right there, man. Let's go. I was so happy when I got that. So yeah, basically this is like, I think like one of the older maps. But yeah, I found this map. I wanted to go ahead and try it. I seen other people playing it too, so just want to see if I could beat it. But yeah, for the most part, it's actually pretty easy. So I would say this first map is a solid, I give like a solid 7 out of 10. Not gonna say it was bad, but like I seen better maps. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much the end of this map. Honestly, that was actually pretty quick, pretty easy. So that was the first map that I found. That's the first map I found. I was able to beat that with no struggle. It's called Popcore Discipline for anybody who wants to try it. So yeah, that's the end of the first one, man. That's the first map I beat. Pretty easy. So now the next map I found is called Grabber's Territory. I'm pretty sure people played this one before too. So yeah, I think this one might be considered a Kaizo. So I wanted to go ahead and see if I could beat this one. I will say this map is a little bit harder than the one I just played. I think this one is just a tad bit harder. But yeah, I really don't think this one was really as hard either. Honestly, a lot of these obstacles are like pretty easy. But yeah, I give this a solid 7.5 out of 10. I just think it's probably a little better than the one I just played, but like nothing too crazy. So yeah, I give this map a solid 7.5 out of 10. But yeah, pretty much it's kind of self-explanatory. You just follow the obstacles. It might be some parts up here that might trip you up a little bit, but like it's nothing too crazy that nobody can't beat. So this map is actually pretty easy too. So it wasn't really a challenge for me. But yeah, it's actually a pretty fun map. Pretty cool obstacles up here. If you haven't tried to beat it, you should try to beat it. This is actually by Mini Beetle 506. So yeah, shout out to him, man. So yeah, man, if you haven't tried this map, pretty sure most people played this before though. But yeah, if you haven't tried it, you should try to beat it. I challenge everybody to try to beat all these maps that I'm playing, just to see if you could beat them. Pretty sure 90% of y'all could beat these maps. But yeah, man, try to challenge yourself, guys. Try to play maps that's like way hard, just to see how good your skill level is, and it will get you better at the game. Because I'm noticing I'm getting like way better at Fall Guys. I'm like 10 times better now than I ever was. Just playing with sweats and playing like hard maps, challenging myself just to see if I could beat them. It will definitely get you better at the game. But yeah, this map was pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty simple. I actually cruised through this map. I didn't really have no struggle. So yeah, but yeah, I think this map is a little bit better than the first map I beat. But again, nothing too crazy. Nothing like worry about. I'm actually glad I had no wall jumping. That was the only thing I was scared about. When I was finding these maps, I was trying to make sure like they didn't have any wall jumps in it, because that was really gonna scare me for real. Because wall jumps scare me, man. I just don't know how to do it. I gotta figure out how to do wall jumps, man. I gotta figure out how to do wall jumps. Once I figure out how to do wall jumps, I'll actually be way better at the game. Because I know a lot of people, when they make their Kaizo maps, they always put wall jumps in it, or either like neutral jumps, and those are the two things that I literally don't know how to do yet. So I feel like once I learn how to do that, I'll definitely be able to beat more maps. But yeah, because it's kind of hard to find Kaizos without wall jumping in it. I noticed like nearly all of them have some form of a wall jump or either a neutral jump in it. But yeah, man, this is actually an easy map. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually really easy. I'll say difficulty wise, it's really not difficult at all. Like, it's so easy for real. So yeah, this is another map I found. If I want to try to beat this map, I don't really know if anybody played this map before. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have played this though, because I actually seen this map before. They probably done tweaked it now, because it's been a little minute since, I think, because they like got different variations of certain maps. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, for this map. That's the end of this map. It's nothing too crazy, nothing that you can't beat. So yeah, that was the end of the second map. If you want to try it, it's called Grabber's Territory. Grabber's Territory. So that was the second map I beat, guys. That was the second map I beat. Pretty easy so far for both maps. So now let's see what we have next. So now we have another map, guys. It's called Mount Kaizo. I'm not gonna lie, man, this was a little bit more difficult than the first two maps. I probably would give this map like a solid, I'll say a solid 8. I'll give this map definitely a solid 8. It's actually a good Kaizo. I'm pretty sure all the sweats could definitely beat this with no hesitation. Once I figured out how to beat it, it was pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. And I got lucky because there wasn't no wall jumps in here. So I finally found a Kaizo with no wall jumps. So yeah, this is by Comfy Knight. So shout out to Comfy Knight. This is actually a W Kaizo map. If anybody who like Kaizos, you should actually try to beat this map. It's pretty fun, man. It's pretty fun. It is some parts up here that is a little tricky, but I don't think it's anything like too crazy. Like this part is probably the part right here where I kept getting down at. But this is all about timing, really. Just gotta let it fling you in front. And yeah, that's probably, honestly, I would say probably the hardest part of this entire map is that part right there. At least for me anyways. This part was a little tricky, but it's really not nothing crazy. You just gotta watch your balance right here. But it's not really nothing to really go crazy over. But yeah, pretty much that's easy. Now this part, you gotta be careful here, guys, because you can't mess up. You're supposed to go right and jump over here. So what I kept doing, I kept going left and I kept going the wrong way. This part can be hard for some people who don't know how to jump outward and jump back in, but this is not nothing too crazy. You just got to know how to jump outward and jump inward. So that's pretty easy. This is pretty easy, but if you don't know how to time everything, then you probably gonna mess up there. So yeah, you just go up here, you let the fan take you to the next button, and then this part I kept messing up on for some weird reason. So I kept like diving and jumping when I wasn't supposed to. So now what you do is you just dive on these little pieces here, and you literally just let it take you to the finish line. The reason why I kept messing up, I kept like jumping on the button instead of just diving to it like that and then jumping to the next one. So yeah, man, that's the end of that map. I give that map a solid 8 out of 10. That is called Mount Kaizo. Mount Kaizo. So if I haven't tried it yet, I should try to beat it. Pretty sure some people already played it, but yeah, man. So that right there is called Mount Kaizo. That's actually a pretty good Kaizo. Alright, guys, the last one is called Spiral Tour. This one is actually my favorite one out of all of them. I'll probably give this a solid 9 out of 10. To me personally, this is actually a W map. I don't really know if it's considered a Kaizo or not. I mean, y'all could let me know in the comments. But yeah, man, this is actually my favorite one. This is by Twix-NL. So shout out to Twix-NL. This is actually a W map. This map is actually fun too. So yeah, I actually enjoyed this map a lot. I did get frustrated on some parts though, but it kind of reminds you like kind of like a only up map a little bit. But yeah, I don't really know if this is considered a Kaizo or not. Maybe it is, I don't know, but it kind of do remind you of like a only up map, because you basically are just going up and up and up. There are some parts up here though that is frustrating. I'll let y'all know what part I got stuck on the most. But all of this right here so far is pretty easy. But yeah, this is actually my favorite map of all the maps I found. I'm actually glad I found this map. So this part a little bit I was messing up, but that's nothing too crazy to worry about. I'm gonna show y'all the part that I think is actually the hardest part of this entire map, or at least for me. I know it's gonna be different for everybody because everybody's at a different skill level, but I'm gonna tell y'all the part that got like messed me up over and over. So I'm gonna let y'all know it's a little bit further ahead. These parts right here to me was a little too easy for me, like kind of easy. Some people might mess up right there because you gotta balance so perfectly right there. on like the top of that little triangle piece. But yeah, all of this is pretty simple. It's kind of like for anybody who like only up maps. If you're a person that like only up maps, you'll definitely like this map for sure. It's actually really fun. I actually like this part. You gotta roll down in the tunnel, it turn to a ball. That was actually pretty cool to me. Cool idea. Okay, so then what you want to do is you want to keep going up. I don't know why I just did that. So this part to me, again, pretty easy. You just gotta watch how you jump, watch your balance, and all of this is self-explanatory. Okay, so one of the parts that kept tripping me up, this part a little bit, it's kind of hard a little bit at first until I figured out where to go. I didn't know where to go at first, so I figured out I have to go to the right. There's a little opening right here, which I didn't even notice at first. But yeah, that's not the part I was talking about though that I think is the hardest. So the hardest part that I think is actually coming up ahead in front here. So yeah, all this is pretty simple. All this is pretty simple. Again, you just want to watch how you jump here. It's kind of like drums a little bit, kind of. But yeah, I just want to watch how you jump here on the little eggs right here. Then again, you just follow the path. Just want to keep on following the path. This again, this is all about balance. This to me wasn't really that hard. I was a little nervous doing this part, but it wasn't hard at all. You really just gotta watch your balance on this part right here. But again, nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. So the part that I kept messing up on, y'all, is right here, man. This part right here. OMG, bro. I literally kept messing up right there. I'm not gonna lie, man. It is a little luck based. But yeah, that part right there was the hardest part to me out of the whole entire map. That part was really like, I nearly quit it. I almost quit the game because of that part. It was so annoying. But yeah, I'll say that's the hardest part of the entire map. I think all of this is pretty easy though. So yeah, if you get stuck on that part trying to play this map, trust me, man, it is kind of like luck based a little bit. But yeah, that's the hardest part of the entire map for me. And yeah, this is pretty much easy, guys. This is pretty much the end of the map. You can just slide here, slide there, go here, and you just beat the map, guys. So yeah, man, I give that map a solid 9 out of 10. It's actually a W map. It is called Spiral Tour, man. Spiral Tour. So if y'all have any other maps y'all want me to play, man, just comment them down below, man. Thank y'all for watching, man. I'll see you guys in the next one.
If you want to see more videos like this, comment down below.